Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're so glad to have you with us again. In today's video, we're diving into a topic that's been on a lot of minds lately, child support and how it's being used. We'll be discussing some of the issues surrounding it, including accountability and where the money is actually going. As always, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this, so make sure to leave your feedback in the comments below. Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in today's video are our own and are intended for discussion purposes only. We're not offering legal advice, and every situation is unique. If you're facing legal issues, we always recommend consulting a professional to get the best guidance for your specific case. Now let's dive in.
Child support court update. So I had court again today because a new judge was assigned to the case. If you don't know, I get $3,700 of child support every month, and I use it on myself. I don't use it on my kids. The old judge that was assigned to our case was okay with me spending, the child support on myself because he clearly said it was just reimbursement for what I have been spending on my children. But the judge today was not having none of that, and she completely took me off of child support. Meaning I'm now getting $0.
Someone needs to tell me if this woman's entire account is satire. Please, because I've talked about one of her videos before where she was going on and on about how she does things for her kids, but she will not do anything for her husband because he's not a child. And now this video pops up on my feed, and apparently she's in the middle of a divorce and she gets a crazy amount of child support, or used to. And now she's complaining to all of us that her child support was taken away because she was spending it on herself instead of the child. Ma'am, do you not feel guilty for taking candy from a child? Your child, to be specific. Because that is what you're doing. Even if you are getting a crazy amount of child support and you can't find ways to spend it all on the child at this point, maybe they're too young, punt it into a savings account and punt their name on it. I can't believe that more parents don't do this, because at some point that child is going to grow up and they're going to know. They're going to find out. And trust me, when that day happens, they are going to see you for who you are.
Child support is meant for the children, not to fund a lifestyle. I believe family courts should make sure that every dollar of child support is used properly. It's frustrating to see money that should be going towards the kids being spent on things like luxury bags. That doesn't seem fair.
Are you paying child support, or are you paying child support?
I'm paying child support.
Okay, so that's why you're here. You're trying to get off child support.
She wants an increase.
He live with you. Okay, I'll ask her to make sense of that for me. But for now, how old is your son?
10.
10 years old, lives with you. You take care of his expenses and everything like that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Health insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
You mind if I move over to her really quick? Because I need to make sense of why she filed this in court asking for an increase.
Well, I mean, I do buy things for my son, and it's expensive. And
all right, so does other parents. They buy things for their children,
yes.
And it is expensive.
Yes.
So why are you here?
Well, I have a business to run, and I need his help in order to buy these things for our son.
Wait a minute. Your son lives with him?
Yes, now he does, yes.
Now, as in 3 years ago?
3 years.
That's not now. No, it's not. 3 years he's been living with him.
Yes.
So you want an increase in child support,
yes.
To do what exactly?
To help my son, to buy things for my son.
Right. You work, right?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I have my own business. I'm a caterer.
Caterer. How much are you making in your catering business?
About 400.
400 what?
$1,000.
You came here to waste my time.
I make $40,000 a year, Your Honor.
You came here to get an increase in child support so that you can pay for your catering business.
No.
So why are you here?
Just for my son, of course.
Right, but maybe you're missing it. It's going like this,
well,
going over your head.
He wants to stop paying the child support, and I don't think that he should stop paying. I think he should pay more.
Stop paying if the child has been living with him for the past 3 years under your original court order. Mr. Eugene, give me a second. Under your original court order, you were the person that the child was living with.
Yes.
Not him.
Yes.
So that means you voluntarily relinquished conservatorship over to dad.
Yes.
Right. So dad should be the person receiving child support from you.
From me.
That's what I said. That doesn't sound right to you?
No, ma'am.
Why doesn't that sound right? Because you're the mom.
Yes. And I have to buy things for my son, and I can't do it alone.
He buys things for your son.
Well, I need to do that too.
You make $400,000 a year, ma'am.
Well, I have employees and things to pay. I mean, you know.
Okay.
I don't think that he should stop paying the child support.
What do you think he should do?
Pay me more.
Pay you more?
Yes.
While your son lives with him?
Well, I still see my son.
This has neither rhyme nor reason. You acquire more. These ladies are wiped out.
This is her decision to get divorced, so why should I pay her daughter that's not mine biologically? Yeah, I took care of her.
Give us
Okay.
15 and we'll figure this out.
Just throwing away 7 years of being in your daughter's You're throwing away life. 7 You years. raised her. This was your idea, You not and Ray mine. were This together. is your idea, not mine. Was it not your idea to get divorced?
We're not getting anywhere. Let's just take 15 minutes to cool off.
How you don't want to help me take care of Charlotte?
No,
you being unprofessional. How you don't want to help me take care of
You're
Charlotte?
very unprofessional.
What am I supposed to
Talk
tell
to your
her?
lawyer. Tell her that we
So
get
what am I
divorced.
supposed to tell her? Just
What's
walking
going
out
on
her
there?
life completely?
Yes, I am. I'm closing this chapter in my life. You want a divorce? I'm closing the chapter on you and Charlotte. I'm not
You
taking care
never
of either
wondered
one of
why I
y'all.
wanted the divorce? You never asked me why I wanted the divorce.
Okay.
You don't think it's something that you did wrong?
I ain't do nothing wrong.
Women
That's
don't
why I'm
want
not
divorce
taking
for
care
no
of you and
reason.
Charlotte. I ain't do nothing wrong. You just walking away because you probably got a dude or something. I don't know what's going
If I
on.
had a dude, I wouldn't be asking you for no.
Check this out. I'm not about to take care of you. Be somebody else. You gonna do the same thing I was doing. Play daddy, your daughter. Like I've been playing daddy for all these years. I'm not about to pay for stuff and then she gets stuff from two that she don't have two daddies.
Or you understand that when you sign the adoption papers, you keep your daughter as
Yeah, but I didn't. Where the papers at? Y'all ain't got the paperwork.
She keeps talking about finding the adoption papers like the lawyer told her to. It's all just a tactic to pressure him, to get in his head and make him stop thinking. If there were any papers to sign, she'd have them by now. That's why she keeps pushing for him to sign, because she hasn't even done the adoption papers after the marriage. The smartest thing you can do is keep your mouth shut and let the lawyer handle it. Hell, don't even show up if you don't have to, especially if it's someone you once considered close. All that talk will just get caught on tape, and they'll find a way to twist your words or catch you slipping. It makes one wonder, don't these ladies suppose? Assuming that he's poor, you'll pass on him to die. If he buckles adequately down so you and the children will carry on with great and agreeable lives, you separate from him for having brief period and you likewise take half of his resources. I don't have the foggiest idea. Try not to get hitched since even prenups don't work. It's simply a piece of paper.
Oh my God, yes! Oh my God, I'm officially divorced! Yes! Shake me. Oh my God! I'm officially primary custodian of the kids. What about the child support? That's it? Tony, that's crazy. Why? Are you kidding me? Now all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
What happened?
It's just not fair.
She's a force to be reckoned with now, isn't she? Every time I see it, I can't help but grin like I know the whole damn story. It's like a been there, done that moment pure comedy. It reminds me of the Manchester City manager who got dumped after 3 decades of marriage. Latest news, right? All the signs point to him spending more time on his job than with her. Typical.
Is that a screenshot you have right there?
Yes,
Looks
ma'am.
like, okay.
It's a screenshot, several screenshots of him in the club. The strip club, might I add,
Okay.
throwing money on the stages.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, stacks, chains, everything, Judge.
So give me the backstory of this relationship. Like, you all just did not wake up one day and decided that you can't get along, and you're saying he doesn't financially support the kids. How did we get here?
Well, Judge, I should have known better.
What do you mean?
I met him at the club.
Oh, okay. So the same club that he's throwing
correct.
the money at, you were there too?
I was at the, yes.
Was he throwing the money at you?
No, I was just there as a patron. Yes. And
Mr. Tim.
You know I spent about $2,000 on her that night.
Okay, well, we'll get to you in just a minute so we can hear about
seriously, Tim,
this throwing of money.
Well,
Miss Doug, pay attention to me.
Well, Judge,
now you were in the club as a patron.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
say as a patron.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And he was appealing to me. He had, he was suave. So he approached me, and we exchanged numbers.
Okay.
And then the next day we went out for breakfast, and from there we just were inseparable until he started back clubbing. I guess the kids became too much for him.
Oh, okay. So in between that time, you all had the 3 kids.
Correct.
Got you. Okay.
So we've been on again, off again, more off than on, and I need help with these kids now. They're growing.
How long have you all been off?
Right now it's been about 2 years.
2 years, all right.
2 years too long.
Who do the children live with?
They live with me.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Because we don't know where Mr. Tim lives, so.
Okay, well, we're going to get that from him in just a moment. All right, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to Mr. Tim?
Not at this moment, Judge.
Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Tim, give me your last name, because I don't just want to call you, by your first name, unless you prefer me to call you Mr. Tim.
No, it don't matter. Hall.
Hall? Okay, Mr. Hall. Now, you said she was capping. Let's talk about that.
Big cap.
I mean, but I have a more important job.
I mean, how many times are you going to say that? I mean, you have the audacity to say that he's a dad and he should do these things, but you're the mom and not doing these things. He changed his shift. Why can't you?
Because it's inconvenient to me.
I've actually heard a couple times to where she says, I gave birth to him. It's your job to take care of him.
You believe that?
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You are going to financially support these children, and I'm going to make sure of it today. And you may want to look into trying to do a shift change yourself so you can spend some time with the kids. I mean, obviously, I can't court order you or force you to spend time with them, but you should want to spend time with the kids. And I mean, considering that one of them has autism, you should want to spend more time with your kids.
I mean, I get it, but it's too much work having a kid with autism. That's why I just leave it to him, because he's better suited for that.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm not about to do this game with you. Since you left a month and a week ago, have you given him any money for the children? I don't need an explanation either. It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
She's actually asked for money instead of giving.
You have the nerve to ask for money and the kids are with him?
I mean, he has an obligation to give me support.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you. You came here to waste my time because you have the same obligation to your kids. He should not be paying you anything if the kids are with him majority of the time. If they're living with him, if he is the primary parent, he is tasked with the daily duties of caring for these kids. He shouldn't pay you anything, ma'am. And it is ridiculous that you believe that he should. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. This is what we're going to do. How much money you make a year?
$60,000.
Okay, $60,000. All right. Health insurance.
That's about I just have the individual. He has a family one under his plan. So I just pay $80 every 2 weeks.
Okay, health insurance. Is it private health insurance? Is the children under Medicaid? What are we doing?
It's Medicaid.
Medicaid?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to have to pay that back to Medicaid, just FYI, unless you want to put them on private health insurance, which I don't see why you would have a problem with it. You're a nurse. You have access to private health insurance, right?
Yes.
To try to increase my child support, we have 2 kids together. She makes quite a bit of money. I'm a school teacher. I only make $50,000. And if you look into that too.
You so mad that you broke.
Oh, ma'am.
I didn't tell him to be a little teacher. That was on him.
The amount of money that she pays for all the luxury stuff she has, the Louis V bag, she should put that money towards tutoring for our children or something. Kids on my insurance.
How much is your insurance?
My insurance is $500 a month.
How much money are you getting right now from her?
$450 that month.
I've been told you couldn't handle me. You couldn't handle somebody like me. You chose to be a teacher. I chose to be a real estate agent.
What are you making?
I'm making $150,000 a year. That he a broke little teacher.
What I'm going to do is just go ahead and order the child support. $150,000 per year, 2 kids. That brings your gross to $12,500 based on her income. That brings her child support obligation to $2,300 per month. Reimbursing you for the health insurance that you carry for the children every month is $255, bringing your monthly child support to $2,550.
Oh, excuse me, wait a minute. I don't get paid monthly.
Oh, you said, Your Honor, I make about $150,000. Did you say that?
I did say that.
You did.
Why did you do this?
No.
And that concludes today's discussion on MGTOW voice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Join our exclusive membership for more perks. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.